Irashaimase! Hello and welcome to Fitaurus' Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Fitaurus. It's time once again for Shoot 'em Up Saturday, and on the menu this Saturday we've got Galaga Legions. Released by Bandai Namco back in 2008 as part of their Namco Generations line. In that line, they went and took some of their Namco classics and went and reinvented them. So they did that with Pac-Man, and then this is their take on Galaga with that. So, what kind of taste will this remake go and have? Let's get cooking and find out.
Alright, here we are at the main menu of Galaga Legions. So we've got a few options here. There's a single player, leaderboards, achievements, and the help and options, which is pretty typical for Xbox Live Arcade game. We're going to go ahead and jump right into single player since that's what we're interested in today. So here we go and get a couple mode choices. We can go and choose Adventure or Championship. The primary difference between those is Championship, you just go and focus on, well, you pick one area and you go and play for a high score, basically. Whereas Adventure Mode, you're going and playing your way through all the areas trying to go and complete the game. And that's what we'll be doing for today, for as long as I can go and survive. I doubt I'll even be able to go and make it to the end of the second stage. I'm still out of practice at this game, but at least I'll be able to go and show it off, and, well, it's definitely a fun game to go and watch. So fire mode, there are two choices here. Auto fire, so your ship is going and firing constantly, or manual fire, which you can go and control the fire for. Even if you're an experienced pilot, I don't see any reason to go and choose manual fire unless you're really going for a high score, and even then I think auto fire might be the better choice. So we're going to go ahead with that, and we do have an option of skins we can go and pick. There's original, which is the one for Galaga Legions. Vintage, Ancient, Hardcore, Super Hardcore, and Original. So we're just going to go ahead and go with Original, since we can go and show off the way that they went and re-envisioned Galaga for a new generation, as it were. And here we go. Scramble, scramble. So as you can go and see, we're starting off firing right off the bat. So one of the first things to go and note that's different between this title and the original Galaga is in the original Galaga, you're limited to movement at the bottom of the screen. It's a fixed shooter where you can only go and move left and right. But in Galaga Legions, we go and have full range of motion. We can go and move anywhere on the stage or screen as is. Another thing that's really neat is we have two satellites that are added, and with the use of the right stick we can go and position those satellites anywhere on the screen, going and pointing in one of the four cardinal directions, or we can go and call them back to our ship to go and provide us additional forward-facing firepower. It's definitely a really awesome addition to the whole Galaga formula. Well, that sucked. Here we got a captured Galaga. If we go and deal enough damage to that, it goes and sucks in all the surrounding enemies, and then they go and become ours to go and command. They're basically attached to our satellites, so it's pretty neat. But as they get hit by enemies, they will get destroyed and we'll go and lose them. So that part kind of goes and sucks. You want to go and be a little bit cautious so you don't go and lose all your captured Galaga. It definitely goes and helps with your firepower. Yeah. If you go and die, you also lose them. So that was kind of lame. But I thought I was in a safe range, but sadly that did not appear to go and be the case. Another thing that's unique and interesting about this title is how it goes and shows you the incoming path of the enemies that are going to go and spawn on screen. So you have an idea of what kind of enemy formations you're up against and how best to go and deal with them. Hopefully I place those in a good spot. If they go and blow up the... Yes! Sweet. Not quite all of them, most of them. These ones are kind of neat. Not quite all of them. There's also a score multiplier. The more enemies you've gone and killed, the higher the score multiplier goes and gets in a row. But the timeout for it is really, really brief, so you have to be really good to be able to go and keep that score multiplier nice and high. Alright, now we're to the next level. Each area is like broken down into 5 levels, I believe. And those levels usually go and are denoted by like different formations, with the last level going and containing a boss. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. I should have been prepared for that, but oh well, such is as it is. Live and learn, right? Like, they're going and giving you those paths and those spawn points for a reason. It's like, don't be silly and ignore that stuff. So, it's kind of a pity that Bandai Namco stopped going and doing these retro remasterings, remaking of their classic titles. Both this title and Pac-Man Championship Edition, I feel, were brilliant modernizations of classic titles, and to not go and have them making those titles anymore is truly a disappointment. Well, admittedly, they did go and pick two of their best titles from their back catalog to go and remaster, as it were. I still feel that there were titles that they could have gone and, well, not just like Bandai Namco, but I kind of feel like there are definitely more titles that could have been explored in this kind of format. There's definitely something to be said for going and taking something that's classic and reinventing it and basically making a, well, I kind of feel is a new classic. But, oh well. Sadly, they did not go and pursue that past Galaga and Pac-Man, at least not that I'm aware of. Maybe I'm like unaware of a title that they might have gone and done more like Legions or Championship Editions or like that sort of thing with, but it was definitely something that I thought was a neat concept at the time, and I still feel is a neat concept at the time, as it goes and makes the gameplay fresh, and also allows you to go and reintroduce titles to gamers that might have been familiar with them from the past, as well as gamers that haven't been introduced to the original. So here we are at the first boss as I go and die repeatedly. Hopefully I can take this out and at least get to Area 2. Yay! That is Area 1, complete.
Sending battle data to headquarters. Progressing to the next area to destroy the Galaga.
Moving on to Area 2. Whew. Remember what I said about going and staying out of the enemy pass? I need to go and follow my own advice here. Go ahead and let my buddies, the satellites, go and take care of a lot of those enemies. Those are coming in faster than I can destroy them. Yay, we're still alive for now. Sadly, though, I am on my last life, so let's see how far we can go. Oh, nice. Capture Galaga! We even captured some bigger units. Yep, this goes and ensures our survivability for maybe another 50% of time. Not that I can go and guarantee what that time even is, but, you know, it's worth going and throwing out there. I'll survive 50% longer because I have these guys. Yeah, we're rocking it now. Unfortunately, there's no way for our main ship to go and shoot behind us, and that ultimately was our undoing. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this look at Galaga Legions for the Xbox 360. It's definitely a really fun title that goes and takes a really classic game and goes and reinvigorates it. Somewhere down the line, I'll also be going and taking a look at the sequel to this game, Galaga Legions DX, which was also made available on the PlayStation 3 as well as other platforms. It's also a really fun re-envisioning and even a different take on this title. So, Thank you so much for coming out and joining me for Shoot 'em Up Saturday. As always, if you have suggestions for other Shoot 'em Ups you'd like to go and see me feature on the channel, by all means, please leave those in the comments below. Once again, thank you so much for coming out to go and enjoy me, and I hope to go and see you again next week.